Hey, Patty, you know what time it is?
I do.
It's time for a
Midweek Update.
Of the late edition.
The late edition. Look how dark
It's
it is
dark
out there.
It's like midnight.
Yeah.
Actually, it's only 6:15.
I know.
Depressingly.
It's dark.
So not going to be a lot of editing on this one, I hope, because it really is 6:15, and we're getting a late start. Patty had a hair appointment today.
Had to get the hairs taken care of.
So
It was important. It's a
So how's
must.
everybody doing? What's shaking and baking in your world?
Is it as crazy as ours? Ours is pretty nutty.
So Saturday morning, we went to the vet.
Yes.
And for those of you that follow our Instagram or Facebook, you know some of this already. But Mr. Truman here, he's a whopping 26 pounds now.
COVID got to him.
I guess. You got your COVID figure, buddy?
And what? Bessie's like
13.
13, over 13, like 13.2 or something.
Yeah.
So
Bess's murmur, they said it was the same as
Yep.
before. Don't want us to do anything.
no worries.
At this point. They
stay
just
the
want
same.
to. Yep. And actually, they didn't say anything about Truman's weight. So
He had double ear infection though.
he did have, yeah.
And I keep cleaning those ears, and his ears, fur and
It's just a
leather
very
was
heavy.
so heavy.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure it out because it looked a little different than Delaney's. I kept telling Patrick, I'm like, something's not right. But I kept cleaning him. Well, that was what was wrong.
Yeah.
So
And then our total bill was like $900.
yeah, we decided to get a full year's worth of meds for these guys.
Which is Heart Guard and Next Guard.
Right.
So it's 2 pills times 12 times 2.
Yeah.
So
And
48 pills.
And we did get a discount from
Yeah.
the one.
We buy them at a year's supply because usually there's a savings, which I think I don't even know what it was. It was pretty good
There was
savings.
$60 off.
I know there was at least
each.
one of them had a $60 credit, and
So the other- yeah.
so it, if you look at it on a monthly basis, it's not that bad. It's just, but
That
I would
bill
say
right
the
away.
bulk of the vet bill
was their
meds.
Yeah.
And so we're good till next year at this time. We don't have to go buy any meds. And I think the last time I did 6 months worth.
We had to run back.
And you got to run back, and it's like 35, 40 minutes over there.
Right.
So,
So now we don't have to go back, and it's done.
Yeah.
And they're good. So.
yep. And the good thing was we weren't allowed to go in, and the little faces going in, it broke our heart.
Broke your heart.
But they weren't mad. They came out. They were so excited to see us.
They didn't do a Delaney. Delaney
No.
would have been mad.
No, she would have punished us for at least 12 to 24 hours.
Yeah, these two were so happy to see us, but they got a lot of gifts.
Yeah,
I
they
couldn't
got
believe
they
that.
each got a free toy. They got a
Yep.
Kong toy. They've
got
got
some
some bananas.
bananas.
Yeah, I don't know what.
It was a lot
I'm
of
guessing that
stuff.
was in the $900
Yeah, we paid for that.
one way or another.
But they're good. They're healthy.
So I guess the thing that most of you are wanting to know is about the slide out, which I guess was before Saturday.
Right.
So I dropped it off on Wednesday, and Thursday afternoon, I think it was, I got a phone call. Actually, it was fairly early on Thursday before class. And he told me that he actually decided to go ahead and change out the wiring harness and the controller because he had both in stock just to see, and nothing. It did the same thing. So it was neither the controller, and I think he tested the motor, and he said it wasn't the motor either. So he called Lippert. Lippert said then it's a problem with the track, or it's a problem with the way it was constructed. And in either case, the gentleman at Twin Lakes RV, who I highly recommend if you were in this area, he just said, number one, he didn't have the time, and number two, because it could be a Lance issue, and he didn't want to void my warranty. So I ended up going and picking it up on Friday, notified PJ, and then called Lippert to see if I could get an appointment, because they do have a service center.
Right.
And the only problem was I had been told that they don't answer their phone. You have to leave a message, and people were waiting up to 2 weeks just to get a return phone call.
Right.
And I didn't even know if they'll work on it because, we don't know.
We didn't know, yeah.
So I left a message on Friday, I think it was.
I think so.
And yay, I got a phone call on Monday of this week from Lippert.
Yeah.
And they are going to take it.
All right.
I have an appointment for next Thursday, which would be the week before Thanksgiving, if you're playing along at home.
You got your calendar out.
And so I'm going to drop it off on Wednesday to them.
Right.
And because he said they start, I said, well, I can bring it over Thursday morning.
They start
He's like,
early.
They start at 7 a.m.
Which is really.
I'm like, I'll bring it over on
we're
Wednesday.
Up, but to get the trailer over there,
Yeah.
you'd have to really be up. So.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're going to take a look at it. And basically what he told me was they obviously know it's not a harness controller or motor. So he said they'll take a look at it. If it's a Lippert component that's causing the problem, like the track or something like that, then they can fix it. But he said if it ends up being a structural issue,
Right.
because Jay at Twin Lakes was telling me that if you don't cut the hole in the wall just right, there can be problems with slide outs.
Yep.
I don't think that is it because Lance uses CNC machines.
Right.
And like I was talking to my buddy Russ today from the Roads We Roam, like Russ said, if there's a problem with the opening, there's going to be a lot of 1985 owners with problems because everyone is cut precisely to the same dimensions.
Well,
so.
it makes me wonder too because it went out and in a lot.
Right.
Up
I
until
gotta.
this fall,
I have to
so-
think there's something with the track
that's
that
what
it's
I'm thinking.
binding up.
Or something down there.
Yeah. So I'm hoping. But he told me, he said one day he thinks, because he said they'll start in on ours on Thursday morning at 7 a.m. So he said probably by Thursday afternoon. And I told him, I said, well, I wouldn't be able to come till Friday, which he said was fine. So fingers crossed.
Yes.
We may have. We went from.
may have
This
a
has been like a
slide
roller
out.
coaster.
Yeah.
We went from thinking we were going to have a slide out for Thanksgiving and Christmas to then on Thursday thinking we're going to Thanksgiving and Christmas with no slide out, and then we're probably gonna have to drive to Texas.
Right.
To now we're back to we might actually get to open up our trailer.
And may not have to run to dealerships over Christmas. So
Now if they can't, if they can't fix it at Lippert,
then we have to go to Texas.
then we're going to Texas at Christmas.
Yeah.
And when I say go to Texas, we may still go to Florida.
And then trek over
We don't
to
know.
make
We don't
it-
have details.
Yeah, we don't know.
So, and if we go, because at that point, then Princess Craft would probably have to ship it to California to the factory.
Right.
So, fingers crossed. But I feel like
This is a good step.
it's a good step because
And it's a step that needs to be done.
right.
So
Because what we didn't want to do, what I really don't want to do is run clear to Texas only to find out it is like a track.
Yep.
And that's why if Lippert rules out it's nothing with their system,
Then we know.
then it's a Lance issue. That so trying to do things closer to home.
Is good. It's helpful.
I mean, it helps that we live in the RV capital of the world.
Yeah.
To have some options that many of you would not necessarily have.
Right.
We had the benefit with the new camp because we are only 4 hours from the factory.
Right.
We were always running to the factory. Now we bought a trailer where the factory's in California. That's not an option. So we understand when it's not an option. But anyway.
Yep.
So that's what's going on in our little world, I guess.
Exactly.
And other than we're trying to just survive, COVID cases here in Indiana yesterday, which would have been Tuesday, set a all-time record, I believe over 5,000 single-day cases. Yep. So we're hearing schools are starting to shut down. My school, we basically been told, try to get things wrapped up by Thanksgiving in the lab so that we can finish the year. They haven't officially said we're doing that, but they want us prepared because it's just not looking good around here.
Right. And at my middle school, they decided to have 7th and 8th grade go virtual this week. And they left 5th and 6th in the building because we're on opposite ends of the building. The kids don't even see each other and still do our social distancing and all that within our grades. So we'll see how it went today, the first day. I do know they had some hotspot issues because a lot of kids where they live, it was a hotspot through Verizon that their parents could get so they could do internet. Wasn't working because Verizon doesn't work at their house. They'd be like, here, Verizon would not work here.
Verizon doesn't work back here. And
So-
AT&T really doesn't work back here
Right.
unless you have a booster.
So they're
then it
having to
sucks.
deal with those issues with those students. So I'm thinking, let's get that figured out before they send 5th and 6th virtual. Let's get this figured out. But they haven't said anything past that. They're out 8 days, and then they're going to come back. It's right before Thanksgiving. It's like 2 days before Thanksgiving. So I don't know why they didn't go through Thanksgiving.
And they may
but
change it.
They
I
might
don't
change their
know.
mind. Who knows? This is all like fly by the seat of your
It's
pants.
very
Day by
fluid
day.
around
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Different school. We know in Fort Wayne, one school shut down
Yep.
for the rest of the year. I
Yep.
think not shut down, but they went
They all
virtual,
went virtual,
through the end of 2020, I
right.
believe. So we'll just see. It's
Yep.
you know, and probably maybe where you live, you're going through the same thing because it's
Yep.
not just Indiana.
Right. It
It's
sounds like
I think
everywhere.
on the map I saw there was only like 3 or 4
Yep.
states that have not had a 10% or greater increase.
Right.
And I think it was like Tennessee, which shocked me.
Yeah.
Alabama,
It was kind of near
Louisiana,
the south,
maybe.
wasn't
I
it?
don't know. Yeah. But the rest of the United States, every state has seen a over 10% increase, I think, over the last
Right.
14 days or
Right.
something. So definitely.
Well, I
not
even
good.
think Governor Holcomb did some stuff today.
Yeah, I think our governor did something today, and I know
Changed
Governor
some things.
DeWine over in Ohio was on the TV tonight. We didn't listen
Yeah.
because we had more important things to watch,
Like hair.
like farm channels.
Like farm channels to get my hair done. So,
It almost gets depressing.
it does. It's just, and even at school, it's just like, it's just so draining. I mean, a lot of us lately at my school, we've been covering, like we do like bus duty and we're doing lunch duty and you're covering for other teachers because it's the contact tracing that's getting staff members. And we have so many staff that they work in lots of buildings because that's how it works at my school. And so when someone goes like a bus driver and it affects a lot of students that are in a room, it affects a lot of people. So, and that's just been kind of crazy. So I finally had some prep time today. So that was woohoo for me because the other days I needed to help out. So I did my part.
Sunday's video, hopefully you joined or enjoyed
Yeah.
over on Travels with Delaney. It was funny because I put the Honda default. You saw the thumbnail, thinking that would attract more viewers, and I got a note today from YouTube saying you're getting about the same views from your subscribers, but non-subscribers don't seem to be interested in your video. That was the short of it. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, who the cares?
I'd say
So,
something, but
It's funny. I'm seeing more and more YouTubers just frustrated.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's weird because I'm kind of like in this mood right now where I'm like, I don't really care. I don't even have a video for Sunday again. And there was a point where I would be like
would be
in
in
a
a
mass
panic
panic.
mode, yeah.
I think I'm going to have one. I'm trying to figure out when I can film it because like tomorrow's not a good day. Neither is Friday. Friday I got to be on campus for interviews
Yeah.
the whole day. So it may be Saturday. It may I haven't done that in a long time where it's like a last minute deal.
Yeah, you may have
But I
to.
think I'm going to film, assuming the weather is halfway decent. I think I'm going to do a short video on our weight distribution hitch. We've used it enough now. I feel like I have a handle on it that I can share that information.
Right.
And I got to be honest, I actually think going forward, don't quote me on this. You know how you guys know how I am. If you've been with me for 3.5 years, you know how I am. But I think we're going to start doing some of the vlogging that we were trying out here. I think it's going to go over on the other channel because at this point, I do want to keep doing a video every week. And then we'll just, for the time being, keep midweek updates over here. Although I do have one I'm working on just for you guys. I've just been so busy with work I haven't time. But it's like there. I just have to go through and finish it.
Yep.
But it was the whole iPhone ordeal. But I think some of the people that are here, you're going to really like it, I think, because I took you with me to work. So you'll get to see my offices. And I think
That's cool.
you know, or maybe you're like,
Yeah.
why would we want to see your office?
Well,
but,
you know.
But, you know. So, and I don't really want to put that over on Travels with Delaney just because, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but I think we are going to probably do some more what I'd call vlog style where it's just life because honestly, now if the trailer gets fixed, we've got some things we want to video-wise
Right.
do with the trailer.
But you gotta have the slide out.
that trailer goes to California, there is no way I can do RV videos all winter. So,
No.
anyway.
Yeah. I guess you could just always video the amazing buck that's been hanging out around the house lately.
Yeah.
He is just huge. I mean, we have different variations of young to old bucks, and this guy, he is old, but he is gorgeous. Just the massive neck on him.
Yeah, he is.
And he has 6 points, 3 on each side. Oh, he's just
I've put a
beautiful.
photo or two on
Yeah.
Instagram if
He's
you're
gorgeous.
the problem is I have to go like
a ways.
yeah, so I end up on digital zoom instead of optical zoom to get a nice close up. So it's not as crisp. I just can't get close to him because every
He's
time I
smart.
try,
He knows.
and I'm like real quiet. I'm trying to sneak around the trailer. He knows. He's
He just
very
gets up,
skittish.
He just gets up real gentle and just starts walking.
Unlike the does I can almost.
You could almost get really close.
Yeah,
to
they
him.
like as long as you don't make sudden moves.
Yeah.
But he is very skittish.
That's why
So,
he's still around.
maybe.
He knows what to do. And he knows right now to stay in the canyon because it's hunting season. And he knows
better
to be
stay back
yeah,
here 'cause he would
he'll
be a
a
prize.
prize for somebody.
So.
He's gorgeous.
All right. This weekend is a do-nothing weekend.
Yeah, basically just kind of get back.
Yeah,
get
we
things
won't.
back in the swing.
We're not going to head out in the camper until Thanksgiving week. And so, yeah, this weekend we'll stay home.
Yep.
And we did work out in the yard. And I do have a little footage of that. I don't know what I'll do with that. I would have probably thrown it in here, but I don't have time to edit tonight.
I don't know if this weekend if we'll feel like, because usually by now we've done some Christmas.
Yeah, I'm still not quite in the mood.
I don't know.
Are you in the mood? Let us know in the comments. Are you in the mood? Have you decorated yet, Christmas?
I
Have you
just
started
wonder
putting up?
If it's because we're so busy
Maybe.
and exhausted.
And it's been kind of nice out too. It's hard when it's 75 degrees out to get in the mood, unless you're in Florida.
Well, sure.
So, all right, let's wrap this up.
Wrap it.
And here's your puppies. This one's a tired
He's
puppy,
tired.
and this one's Chewy puppy.
She's brushing her teeth.
It's like your Spice Girls with your little names. Tired dog, Chew dog.
Chewy dog.
That doesn't even make
She's
sense.
cleaning her teeth.
All right, everybody. Have a great week.
Yeah.
Check us out
Hang in
on
there.
Friday night, Facebook, Instagram for Wind Down.
Yep.
And Sunday, maybe you'll get to see a video on Travels with Delaney.
Maybe. Maybe not.
All right, everybody. Till next time, we'll see ya.
On down the road.
Can you tell everybody good night, Truman?
Bye-bye. Oh, sorry.
Tell them good night. Right there. Nah, he's not very good at that.